I want to apologize to you and the group for asking a selfish question and beating a dead horse. But you know, you've...
We saw no such steed.
But, you know, you have helped me so much through my life, and you know that I have a total respect for you and everything you say.
Well, you have helped us as well in ways you can't even begin to imagine.
Thanks. So the dead horse I'm about to beat is moving to Santa Monica.
Oh, all right.
And
if you wish to discuss a little bit of Saint Monica, go right ahead.
You know, I'm looking back at the original conversation we had, and it was a very difficult time in my life, and I always try to incorporate what you say about following your joy.
Do you?
No.
Thank you for your honesty. Because if you did, you would be living in Santa Monica.
Okay, so here's the question.
Not that you have to.
No.
But we derive no pleasure out of seeing you suffer by fighting an uphill battle against your own energy and resisting yourself.
Okay. But just this one little question.
Yes, one little question.
Why didn't I feel joy about that suggestion if that was where I was supposed to be?
Because you were afraid that it would not lead you to what you wanted. You didn't look at it as a stepping stone, you looked at it as a conclusion. Does that answer your question? Or are you still confused?
I'm still confused because I would think that if I was really supposed to be there, I would have felt the draw and I would have done something about it. All right, well,
let me ask you the question in another format.
Great.
You say that you are in joy when you are in your Channel Island area.
Absolutely.
Then why is the synchronicity in your reality not simply allowing you to be there and enjoy it?
I haven't figured that part out yet.
I just told you why.
But the concept that I wasn't drawn to Santa Monica, that's what's bothering me.
I see. But what is it about the ideas you are associating with that area that prevent you from seeing it in the light that it needs to be seen in? What associations are you making to it that prevents you from seeing it as exciting, from seeing it as a stepping stone? That's the question. You are coloring it with conditions based on the idea of experiences that you are not allowing yourself to let go of.
Okay. I'm still not getting it. But,
all right. Well, let's just do a simple association.
Okay.
What is it that you feel about the idea of living in Santa Monica?
Yuck.
Why?
Because it would be leaving the place that brings me the most joy.
Don't put the condition on it that connects it to the idea of the place that you say you wish.
Okay, good.
Just look at it as a pure answer to a pure question. What is it about Santa Monica?
It's close to L.A.
And so?
Traffic, noise, crime.
I see. And none of that exists in Channel Island?
No.
None?
Not much.
I see. So what you are actually saying to us is you cannot bring yourself to believe that you can actually create a bubble reality Santa Monica that is designed for you. You are succumbing to the collective idea of what Santa Monica must be for others and so must be for you as well?
No, I could probably make a bubble reality there.
Then why didn't you?
Well, because I didn't feel the joy. You say follow your joy, and I didn't feel any joy about moving to Santa Monica.
Because of the conditions you place on it that does not allow you to respond to the idea in a positive way. When we suggested it, in a sense, it was an opportunity to see how you would respond or react to that idea. You reacted in a negative way instead of responding with creative imagination as how it could be representative of a positive thing, which would have created a breakthrough that didn't happen.
Okay, but that window's still open just a little bit, right?
Just a little bit.
All right, I'm going to squeeze through it.
All right, so how can you use your creative imagination to respond positively to the idea of living in Santa Monica?
Well, I haven't been to Santa Monica in a long time, and I don't know what it's like now. So I would imagine I would go there and drive around and see what it's like now.
And
if I see anything about it that I like, I'll slow down and check it out.
oh, listen to that. It's beautiful. It's heaven. Do you think that you can bring yourself, even before you go there, to believe it so that when you go there, you are actually driving in that Santa Monica instead of once again making it conditional? Well, I'll go down there and drive around, and well, if, I don't know, I see anything that looks promising, maybe I'll stop and check it out.
God, I thought I was doing pretty good, too. Okay, so
the idea is to approach the suggestion from the perspective and the state of being that the Santa Monica that would actually be ideal for you is already there and is the only Santa Monica you can possibly experience when you go there. Not, well, I'll check this Santa Monica out and maybe the other one will show itself a little bit here and there through the cracks. That is not the energy of your preference.
Okay, so I'm going to heaven.
Yes.
All right.
And when you understand that no matter where you go, heaven is there, then you'll be able to be wherever you want. Because this is just another variation of allowing all choices to be equal and not invalidating them. That's what you're attempting to balance here. Let me give you a little bit of help.
Okay.
Do you feel the same way about Santa Barbara?
No.
You actually enjoy Santa Barbara?
Oh, no, Santa Barbara's fine. I could take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
But compared to the idea of how you thought of Santa Monica, relatively more positive?
No.
No? The same? All things pale to Channel Islands?
Yes.
All right. But here's the key. The issue that we are attempting to get across is that Channel Islands is within you, not outside you. And when you can be at home anywhere, you can be home anywhere you wish.
Okay.
Let that sink in.
Okay.
And remember that when you travel, you are traveling to the reality that is already representative of your joy. If you travel with trepidation, you will not wind up in the appropriate vibrational reality. You must make it an adventure of unprecedented proportions.
Okay.
You'll what?
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bashar.
You are welcome.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
I like it that we are all pieces of God.
Yes.
I like it that
it's a good thing because you are.
Yes. And I like it that we create our own reality.
Yes.
And all that gives you the great sense of the truth that there are no victims. The confusing part to me is that everybody, including you, just talks and talks and talks about co-creation this, co-creation that.
Yes.
That all relationships are co-created, and life is full of relationships, that everything that we're seeing around us, our earth, is co-created by the collective consciousness. And so it turns out that it then ends up sounding like we really don't create anything. Everything's co-created, and therefore then there could be victims. So I don't believe there are.
All right, but watch out for your this or that paradigm. It's this and that.
Okay. Well, what it comes down to is I would like for you to explain co-creation to me, to give me the resultant good feeling that I have if I believe I create everything by myself.
All right. Well, if you allow yourself to create the good feeling you would prefer, perhaps I will be capable of actually explaining it to you. Why not start with the assumption that you can simply have that good feeling, and thus then in that reality you create with the good feeling will automatically by definition be the explanation that will be forthcoming from us.
Okay, and I can do that, so I do feel good.
All right. So then,
But-
the explanation is as follows. Many times we understand, again, because of certain things that have to do with the way you frame concepts in your language, that many of these concepts can at first seem confusing because of how you interpret things, what kinds of meanings you give to words. The basic idea of a co-creation doesn't necessarily literally mean that someone intentionally, consciously desires to be a victim or play that victim game. What it does mean in terms of the co-creation is that if they have belief systems that are out of alignment with themselves, their true selves, then physical reality being what it is, in the sense that it does have some degree of randomness in it to allow for greater probabilities in one direction or another to occur in a variety of ways, will thus then simply form itself around that belief system that may be unconscious in the person. And thus they may co-create with someone else the experience of being a victim, not because it's what they intentionally wanted, but simply because they've been so out of alignment that that's the only kind of factors they can pull out of the random spin of what's going on in physical reality. Does that make sense?
I hear what you're saying. I don't want to overstress the victim part of it as much as what exactly am I not creating? You know, so I have a relationship, and if I'm really co-creating it, you know, what part of it is, and I use this term lightly,
yes,
my fault? You know, what part is my fault?
All of it.
How much of
all
that?
of it. All of it.
Okay.
Because remember, even when you are, quote unquote, interacting with others in a co-creation, the only way you know you're interacting with others is by you creating your version of them in your reality to interact with. So all of it is your creation, even though you are also interacting with others, who are also creating in their reality, by agreement, a co-creation that includes a version of you they have also created in their reality in order to have the appearance of and the experience of a co-creation.
Good. So this is important. Are you saying, therefore, that I am the only one creating my version of them? There is no co-creation in what I am perceiving of them. That is totally my creation.
You are picking up on cues that may be representative of vibrational frequencies they are giving off, so that what you are creating in your reality may be somewhat representative of how they might create themselves to be were they doing it. But yes, it's actually your painting. It's made out of your paint. Even though they may in some sense be posing for the portrait, you still have to create the portrait in order to see them.
Okay, so it's possible that in my portrait they gave me a kiss and fell in love with me, but in their real, that's my version of them. In their world, they could have spit upon me,
yes,
and married Bob.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, generally speaking, at this point in the reality of your world in this transformational age, the differences are not usually quite that great, but they are becoming greater, and those kinds of things can completely happen. And to some people they do, except that to some of those people, well, you call them insane or crazy, because they are describing things that to them are real in their reality, but are not commonly held by the consensus agreement. It doesn't mean that what they're experiencing is any less real, it's just not the common agreement from the consensus reality. So those diversions can happen, but right now, until you learn how to integrate that understanding into your society, most of those people will still be considered crazy. Or simply not facing reality.
Okay.
But yes, what you have described is absolutely possible and actually happens all the time. Many times you will find that one single event witnessed by several people may be described in such diverse ways you begin to wonder if you actually all saw the same thing. Well, the clue is you didn't. You saw separate events created in each reality according to what that person needed to perceive. And therefore, when you come back into the consensus of discussing it, you may find there are discrepancies. That doesn't mean the discrepancies are wrong. It just means they may be representative of the different realities. Okay. You'll learn this more and more.
Good, good. I feel good about that.
Thank you.
But my next question is somewhat related, but it's about your people versus my people.
Yes.
Abraham in particular describes how we come here for the contrast, that Earth is a very contrasty place. And it is through seeing contrast that we decide what to create. It helps
one
us
idea,
decide
yes.
what we prefer.
That's one reflection, yes.
And
you also come to experience the process of creation itself instead of the instantaneity that happens on higher levels.
Okay. So what I'm wondering, because your people are so amazing, so wonderful,
And
everything
so
is
are
so
yours.
Thank you. But you have so much synchronicity, and
So do you. We just have a different kind.
oh, I thought you had more.
No. Again, remember, everything is synchronicity.
Okay, gotcha,
It's just an issue
gotcha.
of what are you bringing with your synchronicity.
Okay.
We are highly coordinated to a generally large consensus agreement about what our synchronicity will bring all of us, whereas there is still much discordance in most of your synchronicities.
Okay. And then there is the issue of you are all telepathic. In
Yes.
my mind,
Yes.
that would make the possibility that your minds are more homogeneous than the minds of people on Earth who go off on their diverse patterns because we don't communicate
Again,
telepathically.
yes and no. Remember that we have said that the creation of actual true unity is through the absolute validation of every single individual. When every individual is actually allowed to be the fullest individual they can be, by definition, full individuals automatically harmonize in unity with all other individuals because everyone is like a puzzle piece. Everyone has a certain shape. And when the shape is allowed to be the shape it is, it automatically fits with all the other puzzle pieces to create the big picture. And thus the big picture supports all the puzzle pieces. It's only when you devalue the individual that you try to change its shape that it no longer fits in the picture, and thus there is disharmony. So it is the validation of every individual fully that actually has the result, paradoxically, of creating the most harmonic unity.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does.
But
Where this is going
where is what going?
this line of questioning
Yes.
is that I'm wondering if your people are so wonderful and okay in all the ways we described that you are going to reach a point where there's not much more for you to do.
Yes.
There's not much more for you to accomplish. There's not much more for you
Well,
to create.
as the people we are,
correct,
yes.
So-
And we will move on, and we are slowly moving on. That's why we're becoming quasi-physical, no longer as solid as you are. So we are becoming something else. We're becoming a different kind of people that can then experience different things that are relevant to the level we are going to. Just as you are becoming different kinds of people that will experience different things as you transition more fully into fourth density and do things that people in the old third density could never have imagined even doing. That they didn't even have the capability of doing. They would never know how to do.
So then, ultimately, is there a goal amongst societies? And some people don't like the word goal and say that we shouldn't use it. However,
Well, there are no shoulds, but sometimes it can be misconstrued.
Gotcha. I'm just wondering is, like you say, life has no meaning except the meaning we give it.
Yes, it has no built-in meaning.
And so my question is there actually, though, amongst all souls in creation, is there a general purpose that we all have, other than to achieve joy? Is there anything that is a general overriding purpose that all souls come to the conclusion that, yes, I would like to do this or achieve this, and that your people are reaching that point where you have achieved it, and then you go on to something different, and that we are trying to get to where your people are, and then we will go on to something different?
There are, in many cases, what appears to be those kinds of points, but I will tell you this. From our experience, and from the experiences of all other beings that we have contacted so far on different dimensional levels, even though it may not seem to make sense in your reality, while it is true that that can be an experience within the infinite, there is no end. So there will always be something more. Always.
Gotcha. But are there not a greater percentage of your people who have reincarnated in past lives on Earth compared to the number of people on Earth who have ever experienced past lives on your planet? No?
No.
It's equal.
Yes.
Cool.
Because the idea is that when you average it all out, it's all equal.
Okay, because there is no past and there is no future.
Correct.
So, gotcha.
It's all happening now.
Okay. One final quick question. I'm assuming there will come a time when the majority of humans on Earth will believe in reincarnation.
No.
No.
If you're talking about the numerical majority, no, not necessarily. Remember that when we talk about the idea of the energetic tipping of the scales after 2012 into more positive energy than negative, and certain kinds of belief systems becoming more paramount, we're talking about the idea of accumulated energy in the sense that positive energy is exponentially integrative. Thus, it takes far fewer people to believe a certain thing to overcome and overwhelm and overbalance all the individual separate negative beliefs that may exist in the numerical majority.
I understand that. I wasn't implying that in 2012 the majority are going to, but given that your people are going to have widespread open contact with us in 2033, I mean, we're going to learn everything that you want to teach us. And
well, not all at once.
Isn't it going to be obvious?
One moment. Again, the language differentiation. What your people and the majority of the people will know is the idea of the existence of simultaneous incarnations, not reincarnation.
Okay.
Because that's a linear
right.
space-time perspective.
And
again, remember, it's not that the people that are on your planet now will learn it. It's that the people that are already on that Earth already know it. They're already there. That Earth already exists. So they won't be learning it. Those people already exist on that world. The number of them on that world that already know it are already there.
Okay.
You are simply shifting, if you wish, to a perspective of consciousness that allows you to create yourself on that Earth.
Okay, but will we not?
But that doesn't mean that the majority of people on your planet now will also create their consciousness to shift to that Earth. So that's why we said no. But in terms of the idea of that Earth, on that Earth, all the people on that planet at that time will understand multiple simultaneous incarnations. But they will not be the people that are on the planet that already at this point does not understand that concept.
Gotcha.
They're different people.
So not dealing with technicalities, about when will this occur that more than half of the people on Earth will believe in
You're asking,
multiple?
When will you choose to experience a parallel reality Earth that by definition has half the population believing in multiple simultaneous incarnations?
Yes.
And the answer is when you choose to create it.
Okay, but I've heard you say before...
Yes. I have said that as we read your general energy, you will find that there is a general window, linearly speaking, between what you call 2025 and 2033, where open contact will begin to happen. And that within about 50 to 100 years maximum after that, you will generally, as a people on that Earth, exhibit most of the qualities that our civilization began to exhibit some time ago. And lead yourselves toward the idea of exemplifying something very similar to our civilization within about 1,000 years, at which point you will no longer incarnate as humans at all and will act as spirit guides and other kinds of beings for whatever life form chooses to incarnate on the Earth after you. So if that's the linear way you wish to put it, there you go.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Does that help?
That helped a lot. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Okay, I'm going to ask 7 questions in one so I can make this short.
Take your time, speak up so that all may hear what you have to share.
Okay. Does your species lie? Do you lie? In your opinion, what is the justification of a lie? Have you ever lied to us? Are there people on your planet that you just like?
Yes.
Do you ever
But that's a lie.
Do you ever get angry?
No.
Is there any crime on your planet?
No.
What is your justification for a lie?
If it does not serve the purpose that represents the choices you have made to become more of who you are, we will usually refrain from telling you anything at all. But the idea is that sometimes information will come through that may not be what you humans classically call accurate, but it will be appropriate to get you to move in the direction your higher mind actually wishes to go. It would be similar to the notion that if a child comes up to you and says, "Is this drawing I made an absolutely gorgeous representation of my mother?" Most of the adults on your planet will say, "That is absolutely perfectly beautiful. That's a lie." But you understand that it supports the idea of the child's creativity, boosts their self-esteem, to let them know that what you're actually saying to them, even through the so-called physical lie, the physical disinformation, is that you are accessing the potential of the beauty within them and letting them know they are perfect in that way, regardless of what they create and how it may or may not be in alignment physically with what they have attempted to do. You follow?
I do.
So that's the nature of the kind of ideas that sometimes will come through in these transmissions that may not be perfectly accurate. They are always accurate to the idea of what you actually need to hear to be who it is you're telling us you prefer to be. So in that sense, in some ways, your physical minds are telling us to lie to you, to allow you to be more of who you are. But in that sense, it's a lie that serves a positive purpose, because it actually taps into the true potential, and that is not a lie.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does.
All right.
So you do not lie on your planet because
No.
you're telepathic?
Well, first of all, yes, it would be nearly impossible. Now, the only way, in a sense, that what you might call a falsehood can exist is similar to what I experienced in my training on my planet as a contact specialist. My own father and the lineage before me gathered together to create a scenario that was, in a sense, supposed to be an indication and allow us to believe that we were actually having first contact with a species on another planet. Didn't go so well. But the idea is that we actually were made to believe that the contact was real when in fact it was nothing but a telepathic simulation. This was done for the purpose of allowing us to practice without actually harming the other civilization. So in a sense, it requires a concerted effort from masters to focus their telepathic energy in such a way as to allow someone not yet fully in charge of their telepathic powers to be able to be fooled into thinking that something is real in a sense when it's not. But that's about the best we can do. Other than that, being telepathically bonded, we cannot lie.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I am just kidding.
No,
Sometimes
all right.
Thank
We
you very
see
much.
the humor in it, we think.
Thank you very much, Bashar.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Thank you for this opportunity.
And you as well.
Thank you. I'm going to try to make this as cohesive as possible.
Oh, all right. I know you will.
You spoke yesterday about with a lady that had a question about hybrids
Yes.
and freelancers and
Yes.
indigos.
Yes.
And then today you spoke about remembering and forgetting.
Yes.
I'm having a hard time fully remembering.
That's all right. Trust the timing.
Okay. Myself and my boyfriend who's here today, John, both have seen and continue to see bright blue lights.
All right. Is that pretty?
Yes, very much
Is
so.
it exciting?
Yes.
All right.
So much so that I'm very nervous.
Why is it making you nervous to be
'Cause
excited?
It's just so out of the ordinary to be here and be able to express it with someone other than him.
Oh, all right. Thank you for the opportunity to allow us to reflect this reality to you, wherein there are a number of people who understand exactly what you're saying.
Thank you. Thank you all. My question is, I have seen blue beings as well.
Yes.
Full embodiment of the beings.
Yes.
And I see the blue light.
Yes. What is your question?
I think there's a correlation. I don't
Yes.
know how. I don't know how to continue that. And
how to continue it.
Because sometimes it's more than others.
Yes.
And I don't know what the connection is.
All right, well, let me ask you a question, if I may.
Yes, please.
Thank you. How do these experiences make you feel?
Excellent.
All right, and then when you feel excellent, what do you do with that energy? How do you apply it in your life towards the things that excite you?
I don't know that I do. I just sit there
Why
and kind
not?
of in awe.
In awe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't you do something with it? Why don't you use your imagination and apply the energy and see what happens and what you can magically manifest in your life by applying that state of being or doing something that excites you in that state of being?
In that moment?
Well, or allow yourself to simply know that you can maintain that state of being and then do something in that state of being. All you have to do is remember that moment to feel that way, yes?
Yes, yes.
Well, then anytime you wish, you can create that state of being and start doing things that are representative of your true joy from that state of being and see what happens.
I understand that.
You are
yes.
often, all of you are often given these experiences to create a state of being, to show you what the state of being is you need to be in to manifest in the way you say you prefer. But it does, in a sense, not go anywhere if you don't actually apply it.
Yeah, I understand that too.
All right.
Thank you.
Does that help?
Very much so, yes.
Oh, all right.
The other thing is,
Yes.
I have seen in my meditation a teenager,
Yes.
I think, of a hybrid being who I believe is my daughter. I'm not sure.
All right.
But I have a very hard time remembering it.
One moment. Lucy.
Okay.
Lucy.
What?
And it is that she chose the name Lucy to help you in your relationship to her and in your relationship to yourself and in your relationship to life to become more lucid. So as you think of Lucy, allow yourself to become more lucid in these experiences, and as you apply the energy in your physical reality more, you will give yourself more ability to be more aware of your interactions with Lucy.
That makes perfect sense.
Lucy thinks so. One moment.
Thank her.
One moment. One moment. Do you have a favorite purple flower?
I like purple flowers. I don't have a particular favorite. Not that I'm...
All right. Is purple flowers your favorite color of flower?
Probably so, yes.
All right. That is why we are sensing that Lucy is sending you purple flowers.
Oh, I understand. I understand.
So, here you go, Mom.
Thank you.
Purple posies. You understand?
Yeah.
Purple
thank you.
posies from Lucy. So, think of purple posies, and you will be on the correct wavelength to access Lucy
Okay.
more lucidly.
Okay.
All right?
Yes. Can I ask one more in addition to that?
That was a question.
Thank you.
So ask another.
I have this thing, and I don't actually know what it is, and I've had it since I was a kid. And
A thing.
I don't know what it is. It's
Can
a
you
piece.
describe it?
Yeah, it's this copper type of maybe jewelry, and it has an image that appears to be like the Phoenix Lights with
Yes.
what I think is a universe in the center of it.
All right.
And it came from, I believe, my great-great-grandma. I don't know.
All right.
Is
And
there a connection to the blue
yes, there
being?
is.
To Lucy or the blue beings or all of them?
All of it. Many times there are things that will occur in your reality as symbols and signposts that are also indicative of a legacy.
Okay.
Your entire family line has been involved in the idea of the hybridization program. And thus then those things that are handed down in some sense is a symbol of that legacy.
Okay.
You follow?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you all.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Okay, my first question is about the magnetic field of the heart and the magnetic field of the earth.
Yes.
It seems to be a connection there.
Of course there is.
Yes, of course. So, but I would like to hear you explain it more. Because here on Earth, people have actually measured the connection.
Yes.
That when people have experienced big trauma,
Yes.
for example, 9/11, they could see changes.
Oh,
in
yes,
the-
absolutely.
Yeah.
You are all swimming in an electromagnetic sea of energy. You are electromagnetic beings. Just because you have what you call physical form doesn't mean, as your scientists know, that it's actually solid.
Yes, but is it a specific connection with the magnetic field of the heart?
Yes.
Okay.
As we have said, with every heartbeat, you actually literally give off an electromagnetic pulse, an electromagnetic bubble. You understand?
Yes, yes.
And thus then, all of your combined electromagnetic bubbles fill the electromagnetic bubble of the Earth.
Yes, okay.
So thus then they are intimately intertwined in terms of frequency, and perturbations in them can, in a sense, be felt by those that are sensitive enough to feel it as waves that tell you exactly how the frequency is going, what it is that it's manifesting. You can feel those eddies and those currents. You can tap into them and you can balance them and adjust them, or you can let them run amok.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have a question about the plants on your planet.
Planets or plants?
Plants.
Yes.
But the plants on your planet.
Yes.
Because, well, since you don't interact or use them as we use our plants.
Well,
here
we
on Earth.
interact with them,
Yeah,
but
that
not
was
often do we use them.
No, that was my question. How do you interact with them? Since
We
you
have
don't
very
use
lovely
them?
conversations, thank you.
Oh, okay. So that's your relationship to
Well,
the plants.
yes, there are many things that they do. Obviously, they are supporting the idea of life forms in much the same way that your plants do by producing the idea of oxygen. In fact, our world is much more highly rich in oxygen than your own. If you were to visit our world physically by making the shift into our dimension of reality, spending the first few days on our planet would actually leave you a little bit lightheaded until you got used to it. There are many more plants on our planet than on your own, even though your own has quite a few. But our planet does not have any built-up cities at all. It has a few structures on it, but the entire planet is mostly park-like.
Yes.
Our cities are our spaceships. Thus, then, the entire planet is relatively in a natural state. And in that sense, therefore, it really does mostly belong to the plants. So when we visit our planet, when we are on the surface of our planet, we can actually truly feel the energy of the plants greeting us, guiding us. It's like we are walking through their perfume, walking through their vapor, walking through their energy fields, and sustained and supported by them like a living green sea of energy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We dance with the plants.
Okay, thank you. I have a question. Last time Phoenix Lights were, there was a sighting here on Earth.
Yes.
You told about this visit on a CD before it happened.
Yes, I know.
So, my question is it possible, can you tell us when they will show
I can only
again?
tell you potential windows. Nothing is set.
Okay.
But the next large potential window is either going to be in 2011, but more likely, a very strong window may be building up in 2013.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
My last question is, in my hand here, I'm holding a new technology device. I mean, new for Earth.
Define.
It's a wand. It's a magic wand.
A magic wand.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe is it possible for you to scan it?
We are scanning.
Yes, so I'm holding it up, and it's infused with zero-point energy. And,
well, not really.
Or, I mean, it's connected to zero-point energy. But my question is really, I want to hear your take or explanation.
The idea of a magic wand, as was created many thousands of your years ago, was with the understanding that a wand, in a sense, is actually nothing more than a conduit for the energy that you bring down through yourself and allow to be expressed through that conduit. You understand?
Yes, I see.
So
it as
the
a
idea of
permission
designing a wand is not that it is infused with zero-point energy, but that it is designed in the ratio, the size, shape, and ratio that is mathematically representative of the appropriate frequency of energy you wish to bring through. And then by holding it, using yourself as the true crystalline conductor and expressing that energy in a certain step-down transformer form through the wand and directing it to do certain things. That idea of the magic wand is the remnant of an ancient technology when people were of a vibration where they knew how to do that innately, and it's something that some people on your planet are beginning to learn how to do again. But the idea isn't that the energy is not in the wand, it's in you, and the wand is just directing it like an output antenna.
Yes, thank you. I see it as a permission slip.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
But also technologically, it is simply an output antenna. It's a waveguide, is what a wand is. Look that up.
Okay, waveguide.
A waveguide, and it will explain the principle in scientific terms more clearly.
Yeah. Is it possible for you to explain in a way so I can understand how this can have such dramatic healing effects when I'm using it? Because I've seen incredible healings taking place
because it's you.
Minutes.
If you understand it's a permission slip, then you understand that what it's doing is giving you permission to give off the frequency that thus then, by being picked up by someone else, if they choose to match it, will be representative of them healing themselves.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. At this timing, we will once again extend to each and every one of you our deep and heartfelt gratitude and appreciation for the co-creation of these interactions that allow for further contact between our respective realities and the creation of a new third reality in which we can all be born anew. Allow yourselves to be who you truly are. Our love to you. Good day.
Expect the unexpected. There is, on your planet, something that has been labeled the chaos game. And we understand now that many people on your planet are experiencing a lot of chaos, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of unexpected things, a lot of things going in directions you did not assume they would ever go. And so you usually refer to this as a chaotic experience. But this chaos game that you have underscores something very important. The chaos game goes something like this. If you take a piece of paper and you randomly place a dot with a pen on that piece of paper, and then according to a certain set of rules, you place another dot and another dot seemingly randomly on this piece of paper. And you keep doing this, dot after dot after dot after dot, until you literally have hundreds, if not thousands of dots on this piece of paper. By following the guidelines that are given for the chaos game, even though it may seem as if you are placing dots randomly on this piece of paper, what starts to emerge is an underlying pattern that reveals itself as a series of triangles, the underlying structure of the chaotic random pattern that you assumed you were creating. That it always leads to this underlying structure. No matter how random, no matter how chaotic things may be, there is always, eventually, when enough incidents occur, as represented by each individual dot, this event, this event, this event, this event, the dots translating into different events within what appear to be the chaotic pattern, you start to see that there is an underlying structure, an underlying pattern. Mathematically speaking, the series of triangles that is created in the chaos game that underlies what appears to be the chaotic pattern is referred to by many mathematicians on your planet as a Sierpinski gasket, which is a series of triangles within triangles within triangles within triangles. It is a fractal image, a fractal structure that starts with large triangles and contains smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller triangles within each and every triangle that is created, thus revealing this underlying structure, this very regular pattern, even though you started out assuming that everything was random and chaotic. So we wish to extrapolate to you that even though things now across your planet may seem to be somewhat unpredictable and chaotic in many different ways and many different aspects of your society, sociologically, economically, politically, religiously, what have you, the idea to understand is that when enough events of this nature occur, you will start to see an underlying pattern, an underlying structure that will help you understand how to recreate the idea of stability in a new way, from a new perspective, from a new direction, that can, even out of all the chaos, create a new direction, a new stabilization for your society to move forward upon, a new framework upon which to build a new society, a new direction, allowing you to experience the kinds of changes that are necessary for the evolution of humanity in a positive direction. So you can always transform what at first may appear to be a lot of chaos if you stay in a positive state, if you start to really look for the patterns, you start to allow yourself to relate to every event as if there is possibly some advantage you can gain, some lesson you can learn, some knowledge you can access in what's going on and use it in a positive way. You can start to build this framework, start to build this structure, start to see it more clearly for the direction it can point in, to allow you to move evolutionarily in the direction of a greater period of time, a greater expression of creativity, a greater experience of stability for humankind that will lead you not only to open contact, but to your place in the galactic family to which you belong. So do not despair. Do not lose heart. The idea that you may have hopes and dreams is fine. But hopes and dreams allow you to simply stay in the state you need to be in so that you can finally perceive what it is you need to know in order to understand how an underlying structure underpins everything in your physical reality creation, no matter how chaotic on the surface things may appear. Remember that all of this is the product of life paths that have been chosen from spirit to help drive you in a direction that you prefer. But as we always remind you in the formula, you must stay in the positive state with everything that happens, or at the very least, remain in a neutral state. I'm not saying accepting things you don't prefer. A neutral state is just a state of observation that gives you the opportunity to decide how what happens will affect you personally in your life. So staying in that neutral or positive state will allow you to take advantage of whatever happens. Again, remembering it's not about what happens, it's about what you do with what happens. It's about the actions that you take in the direction of your preference with regard to what is happening, the responses that you give that are positively oriented, that can stave off the offers that are being made to you that may be out of alignment, that may be negative, that may be fear-based. But staying in that positive state will allow you to transform things that you will perceive as chaotic on the surface into this underlying structure. You'll begin to perceive it in time. And that underlying structure will form the framework that will move you forward, that will create connectivity and stability between those of like mind to allow you to evolve in the direction that will benefit all humanity. So, right now you are riding the rapids, but the stream downstream is calm. You just have to get there. You just have to learn to maintain your balance so that you do not tip over the boat, the canoe, the kayak that you are using to ride these rapids. Maintain the balance. Stay true to yourself. Stay positive or at least neutral. Observe how the chaos can add another dot, another event that can eventually reveal the underlying structure that reveals the direction you have all decided to go in, even though some of the impetus may seem to be negative and chaotic. It is all driving you forward if you use it that way. So we encourage you to stay in a space where ultimately the chaos can reveal the underlying patterns to you, that you can begin to see them, connect to them, to allow your heart to open up to them, and to feel the momentum of moving in a direction that will benefit all. So expect the unexpected, but use it to your advantage, because it's all about what you do with what happens. It's all about how you use the surprises, how you use the unexpected, how you use what you don't prefer to move you more clearly in the direction that you do prefer. The power is with you. Don't forget to act. Choose and act. Choose and act. Unexpected things can hold many surprises that are beneficial for humanity. Learn to use them to your advantage. That is what we have to say today. So, we will thank you for allowing us to share this with you. And in return, we ask, how may we continue to be of service to you? How may we help you? Or in our ancient language, Iski teveo atua. Iski teveo atua. How may we help you? Please begin with your questions and dialogues, if you wish.
Hey,
Good day, good day.
I'm so excited to be here and to see you today. My first question is, I've been practicing a state of love and joy and passion as much as I can. And it's a wonderful experience, and to see the world through these lenses. And then at times I feel I put myself in fear. And this is like a fear that I know from my whole life, like underlying fear, that's always been there. And then I start overeating, my body gets swollen, and I get frozen. And basically, I cannot do much. And I've been investigating beliefs around that. And yet I feel I'm not really there. I still do that. I find it difficult to, yeah.
All right. But again, remember, there must be something that you are even more afraid of, and that's why you stop yourself from moving forward. That's why you freeze yourself, because you are afraid that if you keep moving forward, there is something even more terrifying that may happen. And remember, this is simply the story that the negative belief is telling you, that if you keep going, something really bad will happen. Something really worth being afraid of will happen. Remember, as we have reminded all of you in the past, the more terrifying things get, the closer you are to freeing yourself from the negative belief. Because the more afraid you are to move forward, that means the negative belief is trying harder and harder and harder to make sure you don't let it go. And therefore, it's trying to make you even more scared to move forward, because you're so close to letting it go that it has to try that much harder to make you afraid of letting it go. So you have to see the fact that you get really scared as a sign that you're very close to breaking through and breaking free from the negative belief. You have to have a clearer understanding that that's what's happening, mechanically speaking, that that's how negative beliefs function. And if you can allow yourself to remember that when you are really, really scared, when you are afraid and the fear comes up and the negativity comes up, remind yourself that this is the negative belief working very hard because you're so close to really breaking free and letting it go. And it's creating the illusion in the story that it's telling you that something even worse than what you've already felt, what you've already experienced, what you've already imagined will happen if you keep moving forward. You have to see this, in a sense, as an act of desperation on the part of the negative belief to try even harder to make sure you don't let it go. And once you can see that, you can see through it. You can see through the illusion, through the trick that it's trying to guide you with, and you can finally be free and move forward and feel the momentum that will accelerate you in the direction of your preference. Does this make sense to you? Do you understand what we're saying?
Yes, it does make sense. And I was wondering if you could help me to, investigate more.
No. You're misunderstanding. There is nothing else to find. It's simply what the negative belief is telling you that you have to let go of. You have to see that it's trying to make you afraid for no reason. There is nothing else to find. It's only making you think that there is something else to find. You have to see that as part of the trick. Oh, there must be something else you're missing. There must be something else you have to figure out. There must be some other belief that's hiding. That's part of the story that it's using to make you not move forward.
Okay, makes sense.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Does that help you feel a little bit lighter?
I feel tightness in my throat.
All right.
And
But
I could
again,
feel this coming to my mind. So.
Can you allow yourself, as we have just said, to get into the understanding that all of those ideas that there is something else to find, some other belief holding you back, may just be part of the story that the negative belief is telling you, because it has nothing else to show you. It has nothing else to use other than to trick you into believing that you're missing something.
Yes, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
All right. So now that it makes sense, even just a little bit, do you feel any relief at all?
Yes, I do.
All right. That means you are accelerating forward. So anytime this comes up, it's all right. If there is something there, you'll figure it out and you'll see that it's nonsensical and let it go. But many times also you have to double check that there may actually be nothing there, that it may just be part of the story the negative belief is telling you, that there's something else you have to let go of, when in fact that may be a complete fiction.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense. And I think I was trapped many times in this in this pattern.
Yes. And now you understand one more of the tricks that negative beliefs have that can help you move forward more quickly by always reminding yourself, if there is something to figure out, you'll figure it out by moving forward. If there is nothing else to figure out, you will realize that by always reminding yourself that the idea that there's something else to find that stops you may just be a fiction coming from the negative belief. So use those two things to continue to move forward. All right?
Wonderful. Yes. I'm also wondering, I notice myself to hold to some old definitions, old pictures of my preferred future, like expectations.
Yes, insistences.
Sometimes, yes. And sometimes it's really easy to let them go. And there are certain areas in my life where I'm holding on to them. And I find it really difficult just to let go and just feel it and not be stuck on that visualization.
All right. Well, this is part of what we're already talking about. There are certain things that are important to you that represent the idea of who you prefer to be, where you prefer to be, and what you prefer to experience in general, energetically, in your life. And because those things, those particular things, are more important or representative of a more important state of being, those are the things where the negative belief will focus its story. And that's why it seems more difficult to let those go, because the negative belief recognizes those are the important things that you could move forward on that would allow you to let the negative belief go. So that's why it seems more difficult for those particular things, because those are the things you are making more important than anything else. And therefore, that's where the negative belief will focus its fear-based energy.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yes.
So, last question. I've been using energy readings for some time to support my clients, and I've lately started also channeling. And I was wondering if you could explain what is the difference really between the energy reading and the channeling, because I sense the difference and I still have hard time to explain it and to understand it.
Well, the idea in general is that an energy reading is you're picking up on the vibrations of another individual and translating what that vibration may mean, whereas a channeling may involve a telepathic connection by altering your frequency to match the frequency of another level of consciousness or another being, and acting as a translation device for that other level of consciousness or for that other being to bring through information. Do you understand the difference?
Yes, makes a lot of sense.
One is like taking a reading with an instrument, and one is like making a telephone call.
Yeah. And is there any guidance you could give me on what I could specifically do to enhance my ability to channel?
Just keep practicing. Just keep doing it. It will always give you more ability to understand what you need to do. Just trust synchronicity to be your guide, all right?
Wonderful. Thank you, Bashar. I appreciate you a lot, so much.
Our deep appreciation and unconditional love to you as well. Good day.
Good day.
Hi, Bashar. Am I experiencing every negative thought and every positive thought in a parallel universe with the same intensity of emotions that I have in this life that I think is the only one?
Well, it's not you. It's other beings. Those are other people. They may look like you, but they're not you. So they're experiencing whatever they need to experience on their life path simultaneously with whatever it is that's important for you and relevant for you to experience on your life path.
Hello, how are you, Bashar?
Perfect, and you?
I'm so grateful to be in contact with you right now.
It is our passion and our pleasure to speak with you as well. What would you like to discuss?
As we know, open contact will happen within 5 years. Are we going to have a certain feeling in our energy in the day of the open contact?
Yes, of course you will. But that depends on what it is you bring to the experience.
For example, for someone that really cleared their energy and they worked with themselves by that time, how would they feel? How would be the energy in that day? Because I feel like it will be kind of a particular feeling of that moment.
Again, it depends on the person, but in general, you may find that your heart will swell with relief and release and love. You may have tears flowing from your eyes. You may experience a great deal of ecstasy or elation or feel almost like you're floating. It can be different for different people. Some people will feel even more grounded, more connected to nature. Some people may feel that their prayers have been answered, so to speak. Some people may feel the potential of the challenges that await you in the future that will expand humanity beyond your imagination. You can feel it in a number of different ways, from exposure to the vibration of the extraterrestrials that will be first introduced to your society. Some of you may receive telepathic contacts. You may find your mind opening up and clarity as you drop all of the negative and fear-based beliefs that you've been holding on to. Some of you may find it a little more challenging to deal with those things, and some of you may not experience contact at all, depending upon the belief systems you brought to the experience. So again, it depends upon the different individuals. But for those who have cleared out most of their ideas of negative beliefs, fear-based beliefs, for those who are willing to open up, you may experience some of the things that we have already just described.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Didn't the bird phoenix exist, or is just a myth in our history? In Arabic language, phoenix bird translates as Anka, as my name is Anka. Could my name be related to this energy and its meanings?
Well, to some degree, yes, because the Ankh, or Anka, as the channel's name is also, is the idea of eternal life, eternal rebirth. It is connected to the concept of reincarnation, that experience. It is not literally a real animal, except in the idea of the astral realm and the higher levels of existence. But the idea is that it is not something that existed physically on your planet, but is an interpretive symbol in the collective consciousness. It is an archetypal representation of the idea that you are eternal, that your life is eternal, that you will always have another chance, that there is always an opportunity for rebirth.
Does it have to do also with the sickness star system?
To some degree, not directly, but there is a peripheral connection we will not go into right now.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Where our spirit guides are situated while our body is within our soul, and we're directly connected to our higher self, that is our prime guide.
We're not sure what you're asking.
So we are within our soul, right?
Yes.
With our bodies, all right?
And the spirit guides are their own souls.
Okay, because I'm a bit confused because I know I am connected directly to my higher self.
Well, your higher self is your soul.
Yes. Then the spirit guides are their own souls. Okay, yes, all right. Yes.
And you vibrationally communicate.
Vibrationally communicate, and they helping in from that perspective. Okay.
Yes, your spirit guides, your soul family, angelic beings, a lot of beings. Every person has a large team of beings that are helping you.
Yes, that's amazing. Does the spirit side extend above 5D?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What kind of consciousness resides, in the 6th, 7th, so 4 dimensions?
Not easy to describe in your language.
Yeah, I figure. Because I know there is a lot of, endless consciousnesses that expand above these dimensions. But probably I wouldn't understand.
I could use a very, very simplistic analogy. Imagine right now that you are looking at a TV screen. Yes?
Yes.
Now imagine that you have 100 TV screens in front of you and that you're able to understand every single program on every single screen simultaneously. Can you do that? In your imagination? Now imagine that every single TV screen has another TV screen and another TV screen and another TV screen, and it goes on to infinity. And you can understand all of those and perceive all of those simultaneously. And each of them represents a completely different reality, a different timeline, a different universe. And you understand all of that simultaneously.
That would go to the source perspective, like watching.
Yes, but even then, the source can have the idea of other sources that are also part of the source, which can then have the idea of other the sources that can go to the idea of the source, and on and on and on. It never ends.
Yes, it's just amazing. It's just unimaginable. One more question I have. Does Earth have guardians with rules and regulations?
Are you saying, does it have guardians?
Yeah, guardians with rules and regulations.
There are very few. One of the ideas you may be calling a rule was that you are left to your own devices and that there is no interference allowed in certain aspects of your evolution. Things must be left to you to decide. There are a few exceptions to that, but they're very rare.
Okay, thank you so much for your interactions today, and have a great day ahead. Aveo.
Aveo.
Now let's talk about and exercise another technique for breaking patterns. for shattering expectations and old ideas. Each and every one of you already knows that you, the total you, is a number of complex personalities, that you can be any personality you want at any given moment, and that, as we have discussed before, when you change the personality, by changing the belief, by changing the emotion, by changing the thought patterns, that you are literally becoming a different person. Well, we can use this to break yourself out of old cycles. And it will help you to take this statement even more literally than you may have in the past, to begin to truly play out these different personas that you can create yourself to be. So, for example, if you find that you are doing something that you feel is a repetition, allow yourself to call upon one of the unlimited aspects, one of the unlimited personalities that you are. Become, act like that new persona, and approach the situation as that new person would. You may immediately find that the new persona isn't even able to relate to the so-called problem or habit or pattern that the other persona used to experience. And we are talking about a very big shift, and it is a real shift. And you can examine and explore whether or not you wish to continue from that point forward to incorporate aspects of the new persona instead of the persona that had the habit. Oh, well, Bashar, isn't that cheating? Isn't that just ignoring the problem? Isn't that avoiding the issue? Doesn't have to be. Depends on how you go about it. Depends on what you put into it. Depends on how you understand it, how you utilize it. Yes, if you are saying that changing personalities is a way to simply avoid looking at something about yourself that really needs looking at, if you are not facing your fear by pretending it's no longer there, when in fact it is something that would be most constructive for you to face, then by all means you are not doing what we are now alluding to. However, what we are saying is that you can use and understand these other personalities as real people. Real people. Every bit as real as the personality you are exhibiting now. Because the personality you are exhibiting now is only your construction, is only your projection, and it only serves to express the notion that your consciousness chooses to be at any given moment. If you can create a true paradigm shift and really allow yourself to be another persona and know that you are not just running away from something that you need to look at about yourself, then you can literally unlock yourself from a pattern that another persona exhibited. Because you are no longer that person, literally. No matter how you think you look in the mirror, doesn't matter. You are no longer the person you used to be. So, let us practice this technique now. I would like a volunteer. One volunteer. All right. All right, sit down, and now stand up, and now, or what? All three, but come forward. All right, now, allow yourself to name Any situation at all in your life that represents a pattern to you that you would like to change? Name it out loud.
I would like to change the pattern of worrying about finances.
I would like to change the pattern of worrying about finances. All right. Now, the persona that said that is one persona. Stay as that persona for a moment. Stay as that persona. Stay where you are. Stay as that persona. Are you still that persona? All right. Do you still feel that persona's habitual worry about finances? Yes? You should if you are still that persona. You have already changed? All right. What have you changed into? All right. You are making a change in that direction. However, we are going to now begin to institute in you and to show others that the kind of changes we're talking about are far more drastic than what you are exhibiting now. All right? All right. Now, let's use your imagination at this moment. Conjure up a personality, a persona that is, in your imagination, abundant, fully abundant, has absolutely no concept of lack of abundance, does not think about the time when they were not abundant, because no such time has ever existed in their life. This is not a before and after personality. This persona in your imagination is a personality that is abundant, always has been abundant, and has absolutely no notion of being anything but abundant. Has no way to relate to the concept of lack of abundance. Have you conjured that personality up in your imagination?
Yes.
All right. Now, can you describe the difference, the primary differences in feeling between the old personality that was still focused on lack of abundance and this new personality that knows nothing but abundance? Can you, for us, give a description of the difference in the feeling between those two personalities?
The feeling of the old person being concerned about finances, lack of abundance, there's a feeling of restriction, fear, worry, anxiety, ill health.
Feeling and restriction and worry and anxiety and ill health, all these feelings, all right? And unbalance. And the abundant persona, how does that persona feel? Radiant, glowing.
Exuberantly happy.
All right, you had to check there, you weren't sure. All right, exuberantly happy. Self-fulfilled. Creative. Absolutely wonderful. All right, now, let's focus on that second set of feelings. Imagine feeling radiant. Feel radiant for a moment. Just focus on the idea of feeling radiant. Can you feel that? Feel it, feel it, feel it. Feel it as strongly as you can, all of you. Feel radiant as strongly as you can. Just feel radiance. Just for a moment. Just feel that. Just radiance. Breathe in accord. Pay close attention to all the changes that occur in your physical body as you are feeling radiance. Pay attention to your posture, how it changes, how your breathing changes, how your temperature changes, how your outlook and attitude changes. Pay attention to all these differences. Feel them. Revel in them. Try them on. Stretch into them. Open up to more. Feel yourself becoming more expansive, willing to experience more. As you radiate more, you will be willing to open up to experience more. Feel yourself expanding. Are you beginning to feel like you're expanding to the point where you almost can't contain the feeling? All right. The laugh is the correct response. Yes. All right. Very good. Now take a deep breath. Let it out. Relax. All right. Now, what else? What other feeling did you say you had when you were the abundant personality? Self-fulfill. All right? Feel that. Focus on self-fulfillment. Contentment. Self-fulfillment. Always knowing. Always knowing. Not thinking about it. Knowing. Without a doubt. Without a sliver of a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, that you are always doing the thing that is best for you, the thing that excites you the most, the thing that is truest for you, that you are fulfilled, knowing that you will always feel fulfilled every single moment, that there is no other way you can feel. Feel that. Feel that now. Feel nothing but that. Revel in that. Revel in it. Feel self-fulfilled, confident, assured, strong, powerful, expressive, enlightened, open, sharing, trusting, loving, unconditionally, creative, active, healthy, buoyant, girlant, all those things. Yes, light enough to laugh, self-fulfilled, grounded, anchored, and yet light, exuberant, knowing. Notice that it is not the same thing as egotistical. Because some of you allowed the idea of a comparison of ego to come into it, just so you could check, just to make sure that you are not being selfish, not being egotistical. It is not the same thing. Confidence, knowingness, self-assuredness. You are fulfilled. You reach out and whatever you need is there. Always, without fail. There is no such concept as something not being there when you need it. You are completely fulfilled. Are you feeling these things still?
Yes.
All right. Now, I want you to do something for a moment. I want you now, for a moment, to go back to the personality that has the doubts, that feels the lack of abundance, that has the worries, that has the fears, that feels the patterns, the entrapment and the diminishment. Do you feel that? All right. All right. Can you feel how different that is between the way you want to feel? All right. Let that feeling of worry, of doubt, let that feeling become foreign, alien, not you. See how different that is. Once you have been given a taste of fulfillment, a taste of radiance, understand how unlike you, the real you, that worrisome personality actually is. That the radiant you is the real you, the true you, the natural you, and that the worried you is the foreign you, the not you, the learned you, the artificial you. Now, just for the purpose of demonstration, well, all right, we thank you very much. You may sit down. We request another volunteer. Thank you. You may continue this in your seat. Another volunteer. All right. Get back in the seat of the person who is coming up. The person who left, sit in the seat of the person who is coming up. All right. The next volunteer. Now, have you been feeling what we've already been talking about? Yes, I have. All right. All right. Stand up, come forward. All right. Occupy the place the last person occupied. Now, standing. You're sorry? That must be the old you. All right.
I'm not sure exactly where it is, but I think this will do.
Does that feel good? All right, then that's where it is. That's your space. That's your spot. All right. That's the new you. Now, you are still feeling those aspects of radiance and self-fulfillment? Yes? Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Just checking. Now, name a pattern that the old you had that you are changing now. Is it getting more difficult to find one? All right. All right. Very good. Very good. Now do this. Pick up one foot and plant it firmly on the ground, and the other foot and plant it firmly on the ground. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. You are now on a journey. You are now walking, taking your steps confidently. All of you, back and forth. Walk, walk, stand or sit, but walk, walk, journey, journey. You are now moving through life, moving through the life that you chose, beat by beat by beat. Not too fast, not too slow, just moving confidently, striding ahead. 1, 2, 1, 2. Rowing your oars. 1, 2, 1, 2. Bring back some past life memories, does it? 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep walking. 1, 2. You are striding ahead. 1, 2. Feeling the warrior spirit. Feeling the journeying spirit, the wandering monk, traveling through life, looking, beholding, absorbing, taking it all in, yet moving, always moving, yet at such a pace that you are also always rested, always at peace, delighting in everything that you see, delighting in every encounter. But things always move. It is always fresh, always new. Understand and allow to be a portion of the idea that you are from this moment forward, that every step is a new you, a new moment, and that the notion of habit, the notion of pattern, has nowhere to anchor. One step may have a habit, but with the very next step, you're a new you. So where can the habit rest? Nowhere. There is nowhere for the habit to settle in, because you are always moving ahead, always moving forward, creating a new now, always creating yourself anew, feeling this persona, that persona, this persona, that persona, new, every second, New earth, new earth, new earth. Everything around you, new, 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 new. Habit, gone. Habit, gone. Habit, gone. New habit, gone. New habit, gone. New habit, gone. Every step might contain a habit. But with the very next step, it's gone, 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 gone. Because you're moving, 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 moving. Never static. Always, always creating anew. Flowing, flowing. Now keep walking. Now with this. Allow your imagination the following series of pictures. See yourself, man, woman, man, woman. See yourself as a man, a woman, a man, a woman, a man, a woman, a man, a woman, a boy, a girl, a boy, a girl, a boy, a girl. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. See yourself as a rock, a tree, a fish, a cloud, the sky, the earth, a stream. See yourself changing, 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 changing. Never the same thing twice. Never, 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 never the same thing twice. A butterfly here, a butterfly there is never the same butterfly. Always there will be a slight difference to let you know that you are always different, never really in a habit, never really in a pattern. Can you keep up the pace, even though I am not keeping cadence with my voice? All right, come on. 1, 2, 1, 2. But that's a pattern, isn't it? All right, all right. You may stop. All right. Now, do this. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, 3. 1. No, no, no. 3. All right. Just to break it up a little bit. Now, how are you feeling? All right. And who are you? And what is that new person? Empowered. All right. Now, one more volunteer. All right. Take the seat of the person coming up.